My name is Mandy Flaherty. I'm here with the New England Irish Harp Orchestra, and here with me is their director and founder, Regina Delaney.
Hi, Mandy.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. So, would you like to tell us about the wonderful set that you performed and maybe where some of the song choices came from?
Oh, sure. So we started out with a set of slip jigs, and so slip jigs are dance tunes, Irish dance tunes. And the first one was called The Streets of Dublin, and the second one was Balturum. And after that, we played an Appalachian tune called Sweet Loam, which I love the title of that because I'm a gardener. And then after that, we played a Shetland tune called Willowfjord. Very lively tune that every time I hear it makes me think I want to have a pina colada. And one time the orchestra actually did make pina coladas for me and brought them out on stage. It was a fabulous concert. And then some hornpipes, O'Mahony's, and The Rights of Man. And we ended with a piece composed by Maeve Gilchrist, an amazing harper, called The Achiever.
Wonderful. So how did your orchestra come to be? How did it come together?
Well, there's a story. You have an hour? So I studied with Janet Harbison over in Ireland, and she was the founder and director of the Belfast Harp Orchestra. And I loved the sound of all of the harps together. I just thought that was beautiful. And I kept asking Janet when she was going to come over to the United States and start a harp orchestra in the United States. And she never did. And so finally I just said, well, we'll just do it, even though I know nothing about directing or starting an orchestra or anything like that. And I just kind of brought all my students and said, hey, you're playing in the orchestra. And that's kind of how it started. And that was 16 years ago.
Wow, that's fantastic. And now you've grown quite a bit, so that's wonderful. And speaking of Ireland, I hear that you have an upcoming trip with your orchestra. Would you like to tell us a little bit about what that entails?
Well, we used to have a fiddler that played with us, Grace Timlin, and she's from Galway, and she moved back last year, and she kept saying, you have to come over and do a concert over here. I think she just didn't want to fly back to the States to play with us. So we arranged to do that. We're going to have a concert in Galway, in Doolin, in Portlaoise, and Cahir. We'll be meeting up with some other musicians over there and sharing the stage with them, so we're looking forward to it.
That's awesome. So what do you guys look forward to most about your trip to Ireland?
This is actually our second tour in Ireland, and the scenery was great, the food was great, but we take our music very seriously, but never ourselves, especially in Ireland.
Caroline, this will be your first trip with the orchestra in Ireland, yes?
It will be my first trip with the orchestra, but not my first trip to Ireland with you.
This is true. We were there together last year having a blast in one of the places we were going to be playing. As a matter of
We're going to have a bigger group this year.
A larger group, yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It should be.
Absolutely. So you also have an upcoming show here at the library,
We do.
March 16th, if I remember correctly. Can you tell us a little bit about what that program will be like?
Sure. So there'll be a lot of the music that you heard this evening. We'll have more people with us that will be in the concert. We'll also have some songs and some dancing. So those will be some of the things that will be at the concert that we didn't do in this little video right now. So
fantastic. So for everybody at home, you'll be able to see the orchestra live at the Thomas Crane Public Library on March 16th from, I believe they start 7 p.m. So see you there.